Zack Films generates 3 billion views and $250,000 from faceless YouTube shorts most of you have seen. And while everyone is trying to steal his videos with some shitty AI tools, I was able to turn his strategy into 3 active YouTube shorts channels, 5 billion views, 3 million subscribers, and over $350,000 made just from AdSense alone. Here you can see our flagship channel, The Art of War, and its earnings, Zack Films channel, and another 3D channel that we run right now. And all of those channels are constantly going viral, getting hundreds of millions of views. So in this video, I'm going to show you the entire process from ideation and scripting to hiring 3D animators. And one thing I can promise you, while Zack is spending thousands of dollars to create his videos, I'm going to show you the secret method to do it for 60-70% cheaper than the rest of the market. And to give you some extra proof, let me actually open those channels and show you the stats. I'm going to start with this flagship channel. As you can see, Art of War, that generated 3.7 billion views, and all of it ended up in us making $260,000. Overall, the channel is at 1.5 million subscribers right now. At our peak, we generated $4,000 in a single day. This was just one. The next channel, as you can see here, generated $41,000. It just started to make money in October, and then the third channel has generated $56,000, and again it got monetized around August and started making its good money around September. So now when we get that out of the way, let's actually get started with ideation, because I believe that Zack Films is a truly unique storyteller. He's creating 30-second movies instead of regular YouTube shorts, because when you think about that, a normal YouTube shorts creator would record a video like this. These are the 3 crazy ways people actually escaped prison. First is this guy and he did this and that and then ended up escaping the prison. Next is that guy and he did this, blah blah blah, and then finally we have that guy. So this is a very typical YouTube short structure. Everyone else is doing the same thing, but the uniqueness of Zack Films is that he actually storytells his videos differently. First of all, he only has one topic per video, but then second of all, he immediately throws you into action. So his video would go something like this. He took a bowl of miso soup and poured it over the bars of his prison cell. Day after day, he repeated this process, pouring more and more soup onto the iron bars. So he immediately starts with the most catchy part of the scene of the video, and then he just develops the story from there, and at the end he always gives you the payoff that makes you want to watch the video again. So in this particular video, the payoff was that the guy was actually never caught after his escape, and the most catchy and interesting part is him actually pouring the miso soup over the bars of his prison cell, which is again a very catchy moment to start the video with. So when coming up with ideas, there is a couple of rules that you need to have in mind, and this is where I've seen 90% of Zack's copycats actually fail, because I've seen channels come and go in this space, and there are dozens of them who tried the expensive 3D animations, but they failed because of their ideation frameworks and the principles that I'm sharing with you right now. So number one, you have to always have one key idea per script. In this example, we have 3 ideas because we have 3 guys who escaped prison in 3 different ways. But here we actually have one key idea per script, which is a guy escaped and he was never caught, and he used miso soup as a way to escape. So it's a single story told in a very interesting way. So Zack hates lists. You won't find a single video from him that has a list of things. It's always one simple story per video. Number 2, you have to share a story that has interesting twist that can work as a hook, and then it also has a payoff. So a payoff and a twist are actually different things, and many people get that wrong. They think that they need to keep the payoff at the very end of the video, and then the beginning of the video is just the development of the story, which is true. You do need to give a payoff at the very end of your video, but then if you don't have a twist at the beginning, like something catchy, then there is no reason for a viewer to watch the video till the payoff, till the end. For example, let's actually watch and analyze this video from him. So in this video, he's just sharing a story of a guy who lost his eye and wanted to have a diamond prosthetic eye instead. And a typical storytelling creator would probably start with the guy losing an eye and then wanting to create another one, and then the payoff is obviously the guy does succeed and he makes this like the professional like makes this eye for the guy, and he manages to wear it every day. But then the interesting twist and then the catch of this video is actually this first few seconds of the video right here. The tool suctions onto the fake eye before completely plucking it out of the socket. So this is the catch. This is the most catchy and interesting part of this video, and this is why the video blew up to 10 million views, because the first scene of this tool suctioning into an eye is like, it's impossible to scroll, like you cannot stop watching it. So sometimes Zack would add a part of the video that is not necessary, because again, the tool is not somehow connected to the rest of the story. The story is just a guy lost an eye and then he wanted to build a prosthetic eye, and then he used a diamond to be unique, right? That's the story. But then he added an unnecessary detail, the tool, because it's very catchy and very visual. Zack the Film's videos are very visual based, so they're not only about ideas and storytelling, they're also about visuals, and the visuals has to be strong to keep the viewer's attention for longer. So this is the catchy moment. This is the stuff that makes the viewer watch and increases your swipe rate, and then the payoff is obviously what makes them watch till the end and what is responsible for the AVD, average view duration, and make sure that the people actually watch the video till the end. And number three, the story that he shares always has what Paddy Galloway calls the CCN fit, which is core casual new audience fit. Zack has a massive following, 25 million followers. Obviously he has some military videos, some biology videos, some science videos, some crazy theoretical videos, and obviously people followed him from all of those different videos. So every single video of his has to satisfy every single follower and viewer of his channel. And then these are the three most important groups that he shoots at. The core audience, which is obviously people who are his biggest fans and they would watch anything that he posts. The casual, people who watch him from time to time, he needs to re-engage those on the channel and ideally try to make them his core audience, which is not always possible. And then the new audience, so the videos has to appeal to people who have never seen him before and maybe they're not even familiar with 3D animation. So for them, his animations need to be very, very simple to understand, and obviously he's not connecting his videos together because this will basically kill the reach that he gets from new audiences. So again, the CCN framework is something for you to think of when coming up with ideas for your 3D channel. Now let's talk about scripting, because I'm going to give you the framework that I use on all three of our channels to come up with 3 ideas and scripts in just 30 seconds. And then we only use AI to do so. I call this the upgrade strategy, and basically it works in just 6 simple steps. So number 1, you need to use this tool to get the NodeGPT to get the transcript of the video. So you find an idea or a video of a competitor sharing something interesting and related to your core topic in a lower class format, meaning 3D is at the top. Below that is 2D, then below that is talking head, then below that is AI, and then commentary. So commentary, AI, talking head, 2D, 3D. You can find any script that blew up for people in the lower categories, and you can basically upgrade its quality with 3D. This was one of the most successful ways I was able to find ideas for my channels. So for example, we would go to the talking head creator, Law by Mike, and he created the video Real Ways People Escaped Prison, the one that we've already discussed. Then you copy and paste the transcript of this video. I have it here. You don't need to read it, so that's why it's in very small text. Number 2, you need to find a topic. So here you need to paste something that you're actively searching for. In our case, we're going to find prison escapes from Zack Films. So you literally go on his channel, you find this little searching tool. So you go on his channel, you click here and you go prison or prison escape or something like this. What you're trying to do here is to find a format reference, a video that already blew up on his channel, and steal its structure. Because so you can search for prison escape, police, whatever. You're trying to find a video format and then get it transcribed as well. So here I have a transcription of another video, a miso soup video that we've already discussed, and you still use NoGPT for that. Now just copy and paste this prompt with the first video from Zack Films. So this is the reference video, and then put a low by mic video here. Again, low by mic, in our case, you put whatever you use as the idea reference that you found in the first column. And then basically this prompt will ask ChatGPT, or you can use Claude AI for that as well. It will ask it to restructure the idea from this script and then just put it in a format of that script, meaning you're gonna get a viral idea from a channel meaning this way you will have a viral idea from a channel from a lower category of content, and AI will rewrite it in a Zack Films format, completely done for you. So then you copy paste this prompt, you go to ChatGPT and basically get 3 scripts out of a single prompt, and you repeat this process with Claude AI. This is what I often do to compare the results, because from time to time I like the ChatGPT scripts more, or sometimes Claude performs better. So I always do both to see who will script the best video. So you choose the best one, and obviously you polish them a little bit and try to remove the AI touch and try to make your script sound very, very natural. But this is how you turn a single video from a competitor into 3, in this case, 3 stories for the 3D animated channel. Or you can, for example, take a long form video and turn it into 15 ready-made scripts using the same exact prompt. Or you can turn talking head shorts into Zack Films shorts. You can turn articles into Zack Films shorts this way. You can turn ChatGPT ideas into Zack Films style shorts. You can basically do anything as long as you have a very good reference. And because Zack Films have posted over 3,000 videos, you can almost always find a video reference for the topic that you're creating content on. So you can turn books, movies, whatever you want, you can turn it into Zack Films video if you have a good reference and you're using this prompt. By the way, if you need this Google document and all of the prompts that I'm showing you today, then just stay up until the end. I'll show you how you can get this document and all other prompts that you will see today. Now, when you know how to choose the best ideas and you also know how to script them in 30 seconds, let me actually show you how to hire 3D animators and save 50-60% on their salaries. Because hiring is what makes him so unique. This increases the bar, increases the barrier to entry in 3D niche, and that's what makes this niche so appealing. Because unlike AI niches, nobody can just come and start a channel within 2-3 days. People need to actually hire 3D animators or learn the skill of animating themselves, which will take them years to become a competitor of yours. So reason why those channels are scaling my channels, and the reason why I keep investing in channels in that niche, is because it's almost impossible for people who don't understand hiring to run a channel like that. It's very expensive, it's hard to manage, and over the long run most of them will give up. So that's why everyone else, they work with freelancers, which are unreliable, often overpriced, and not trainable at all. Because when you think about a freelancer, why would they train for your company if they can just go and find another project where it's not as hard to, complete. They will just obviously leave you and start working for someone else. They most likely hire on Upwork and Fiverr, which is oversaturated. Everyone tries to hire there. They have a terrible work ethic because, again, they don't care. They will find another project within 15 minutes. These platforms are structured around freelancers, not around companies trying to hire them. And they always come up with excuses. If you ever worked with freelancers, you know what I'm talking about. And mistake number 3 is that they always hire from India, Pakistan, and Nigeria. Again, nothing against those countries, but I just seen so many people fail because they go into those countries. Obviously, they're cheaper, but then the cultural barrier does not allow them to create the quality of content that you're searching for. So most of the time you end up with a video that you don't like, but you don't really know how to tell them that the video is bad. So me and Art of YouTube clients by extension, we do it in a different way. Instead of copying it with AI or working with overpriced freelancers, what we do is we build full-time high ROI teams. The teams that are reliable, that are 50-70% cheaper. To give you context, Zack Films is paying $1,000 per video. And recently we did the study on how much we paid on average over the last 6 months, and it was $125 per video. So it's almost 10 times cheaper than what Zack Films is paying. And most of our videos are almost the same quality. So it's like 80% of the Zack Films quality, but then only 12% of his pay, which is a huge difference. And obviously these teams are trainable. So we host workshops for our teams. We have an internal course for 3D animators, and we do all of that to keep increasing their skills and keep building the culture within our team. Number 2, we don't hire on Upwork and Fiverr. We hire on Telegram. Telegram, think about it as Discord. It has a bunch of different communities that, if you know exist, you can then just come in and hire people who are actively looking for the 3D job. And what's unique about Telegram is that it's not saturated. I don't know a single person besides me and my Art of YouTube clients who hire from there because it's not as clear, it's not as known as, for example, Discord or Upwork or Fiverr. They have a very crazy work ethic, and they dream of working on a YouTube channel with US companies, because we mainly hire from CIS countries, meaning the Eastern Europe, and they don't have the cultural barrier. They consume European movies and American movies. They consume the same TikToks and YouTube videos, but most of the time these countries are closed for the worldwide market. They're not as known, and it's not the countries that you think about when you need to hire someone. Most of the time you go there, which makes it very oversaturated and useless basically. But then we've been doing this for the last 8 months, and it had an incredible result on our performance. So the process is actually very simple. Number 1, we draft a job post selling our company. It's very important. 3D animators are probably the hardest role to hire for, and you need to convince them to work for you. So it's not like a typical freelance job post where you just tell them how much you're going to pay, and they're accepting that with excitement. Most of the time you need to sell the future, the company, the channel, the vision, and only then you can get a very high quality animators being motivated by working with you. Number 2, you must post it into 6-10 Telegram channels and groups just to get the most exposure possible. And by the way, all of those assets are a part of the Art of YouTube program. So we basically just give our clients a copy and paste framework for the entire hiring funnel, and we basically then create a Google form to filter out bad candidates. A very simple one, step by step, your name, your portfolio, examples of your work, blah blah blah, and then we assign the test tasks to the best ones, the ones who pass the Google form. And again, the test tasks is another very simple to copy asset that we give inside of the Art of YouTube program. So basically, when you come in, click a few buttons, you copy and paste the hiring system. By the end of 2 weeks, you already have 1 or 2 animators working on your team that you will pay $100 per video for, compared to Upwork, where You spend the same 2 weeks, but you get a demotivated person that will charge you $400 for lower quality videos. It's just not comparable. That's what I call an unfair advantage. If you really want to dive deep into how the hiring works, I highly recommend you watch the Viral Seed show I have on this same YouTube channel that I recorded with Zack. Zack went from 0 to 150 million views and 250,000 followers within the first 2 weeks of launching his 3D channel. So he came to me with the simple question, Tim, how do I scale it to 1 billion views a month? And basically the main thing that we did is we fixed his hiring mindset and the hiring funnel. So highly recommend you. It's a very long video, but if you are into hiring 3D animators, this is probably the only piece of information that exists on YouTube that you can watch that can help you out with your stuff. But Houston, we have a problem because there's dozens of low quality channels already trying to replicate Zack Film's success. I don't know if you can see those, but you can simply go incognito on YouTube and try to find Zack Films and then watch his competitors. You'll see that there's already dozens of them. It's not yet thousands of them, but there is a few competitors constantly trying to get the market share from him and from my channels as well. All of them are low quality, their ideas suck, they don't understand how scripting work, the stuff that I showed you, they have never seen this before, they can deliver consistent good quality, but still they exist. And it is a problem because Zack Film's niche is slowly becoming saturated, and the more share of it you already have, the better for you. So my channels with over 3 million followers by now, they will be fine because they have their sub niches. They are different from Zack Films. We actually work a lot on our branding and stuff, but simply copying Zack Films is not going to work anymore in 2026. So you basically have a choice right now. You have a very bad one. You can compete with them in a very saturated sub niche. You can go into war animations, probably 3 of those channels. You can go into history animations, which is again another saturated sub niche under Zack Films. Or you can choose one of the other 2 options that are actually very good ones. You can find an untapped sub niche in 3D, like for example, Tony 3D did. So this guy, Tony, actually is a chess fan, and he decided to make all of his videos about chess, and he did very well because his videos got 141 million views and he only posted 32 of them. So you can go the Tony road and find an untapped sub niche and then use 3D animation to conquer it. Or the third choice that you have is you can find a different niche, not in 3D, but that has the potential similar to what Zack Films had 8 months ago when I started my first channel. And this way you're not going to become the Zack Films clone. And you're lucky because you're watching this video, so I'm going to give you 4 of those niches, show you the potential that exists in those. These are the ones that I'm paying attention to right now. Niche number 1 has 36 videos and almost 500 million views with almost 700,000 followers. It's a 2D sticker style animated stories, and there's only one big 2D channel in the niche, and he's getting 13 million views on average with a very untapped format that I haven't seen many people use. The potential here is $3,000 a month is what you're going to pay for 2D animators. This is way less than 3D animations cost. The potential in views is 600 million views a month conservatively, maybe even more than that, and the potential revenue is $70,000, which is crazy. Our best months with 3D animation, we did I think on a single channel 56k, so this is even more than that because the format is still very much untapped. Niche number 2, 41 video, 200 million views, 280,000 subscribers, 2D pixel style animations, only one big channel in the niche that we found, and video videos, again, that are very easy to produce. That's what brings your expenses down to $2,000 a month, and the potential of the niche is 200+ million views and $25,000 a month. If you like pixel style videos, there is a niche for you. And then if we move forward, niche number 3, 49 videos, 250 million views. Again, very untapped, like low poly style animations. Only one channel in the niche doing 5.2 million views on average. Low poly is something that is easier to animate in 3D. You can pump out, one video a day with a very good animator. So expenses 4.5k a month approximately, maybe even less than that. And then the potential, in my opinion, is about 300 million views and $32,000 a month. And the last one I'm gonna give you is probably the craziest one of all of them, because this guy got posted 58 videos, got 1.2 billion views, and generated over 1 million subscribers. So this one is in Roblox. Roblox is a niche that I'm paying close attention to because it's blowing up like crazy. And there are many low quality competitors and just a few 3D actual channels. And because it's Roblox, you can probably find a very big fan of Roblox who will become your animator and who will create those videos for you with a passion in his heart for what he does. The expenses about 5k a month. Again, it's 3D, so that's why it's expensive, but then it's Roblox, that's why it's a bit cheaper than Zack style, and a potential in views, in my opinion, over 1 billion views a month, and $90,000 if you know how to hire and manage a team of 3 to 4 people that will create this content for you. So I personally already invested in one of these 4 niches. We added the 4th channel to our portfolio, to the portfolio of these 3 channels that I showed you at the beginning. Now we actually have 4, and one of them is in one of those 4 niches, and the rest is still very much untapped, and the art of YouTube clients will soon be taking over those. And if you don't know what the art of YouTube actually is, this is my personal coaching program where I show students of ours how to hire, build systems, and scale YouTube channels as business. We don't do any AI slop, we don't do any commentary, we don't do any short-term niches. We're here for branded long-term niches that not only blew up but generate revenue for years, not weeks. And this is exactly how Rome, for example, a channel that you've probably seen in your feed, generated 1.7k in a single day. Seb got his silver play button in under 2 weeks, and then generated $1,400 in a few days later. And then Amru got his first video that sits at about 9 million views right now, but then again, for him it was a big success because the first ever video exploded in a complicated branded niche that he will run for a long time. So if that sounds somehow interesting, together we will launch a branded channel for you in a high barrier to entry niche. Then me and my team are going to help you hire high ROI team for 2D, 3D, any complicated niche. Basically, we have the best hiring systems that will help you with that. Then build systems that we ourselves use to operate the channels and manage those teams. And then number 3 is we're going to scale the channel through our ideation and scripting framework, because the prompts that I gave you today are just the tip of the iceberg of what we actually have that basically guarantees that our channels are scaling even faster than you scale them now. And we're gonna do that while also helping you along the way with our networking of YouTubers, daily script reviews. You will literally submit your scripts and I'm gonna personally review them, making sure that you squeeze the most virality possible out of each one of them. Then channel breakdowns and the help of my HR that will help you find and manage the team required to run a complicated channel. But there are some bad news as well, as usual, because I'm investing my time and energy into each client of ours, and I have to protect it because I also now have 4 branded channels to run and a huge team of over 30 people that we operate. So that's why we only accept 3 coaching clients before the end of the year, and then the Art of YouTube program will raise its price. So if you wanted to join for a while, this might just be the sign that you need to do it now. So find the artofyoutube.com link in the description or in a pinned comment and apply to work directly with me and my team, and we're gonna get you the results just like this ones. I'll see you in the next one.